Thank you very much. I'm really not sure I deserve that, but thank you very much. Well, my name is Craig, and I do go to this church. I've been going to this church for about 3 years. You can probably tell that I don't originally come from Wales, but the reason I'm here tonight is the reason you're here tonight, because you love music, you love singing. I've heard some amazing people singing today. So there was a song, music was my first love and it will be my last, music of the future, music of the past. To live without my music would be impossible to do. For in this world of troubles, my music pulls me through. I've always sang. I haven't got a great voice, but I've always sang. And when I went to my first job at 18 in London, I used to sing all the time. It was a big open plan office. And I worked with obviously lots of people. And when I went down to my sort of 6th job, I was getting older then, I went into my new job and there was a sign saying, no singing. And I'm thinking, well, that's weird, it's just an office, why is there no singing? And then I realised that someone I used to work with in my first job was working in there and they remembered my name and put the sign up, no singing, because I used to sing all the time. I didn't become a Christian until I was about 31. There's no musicality in my family at all. No one plays an instrument. I don't play an instrument. I'd never been to church. But when I was about 31, God spoke to me amazingly. I was going through a messy divorce. I was losing my children. Another story, but God spoke to me ever so clearly, albeit I didn't know it was God. And it changed my life totally. After becoming a Christian, I went to an operatic group, a singing group, an acting singing group. And the first role I ever had, it was on a show called Fiddler on the Roof. And I was modelling it, a Jewish guy, and I had one song to sing. It was my solo, and I was loving it. And the song was all about God. It talked about Moses parting the Red Sea, Daniel in the lion's den, David and Goliath, and it was all about miracles. And I'm thinking, the songs that I love to sing are songs about God. And here I am, my first performance, solo song, singing about God. It was amazing. I am emotional. I cry at the drop of a hat. You'll often see me in this church when there's worship songs playing, music playing. I will be in tears. I don't know why I cry all the time, but some songs really get to me. The God songs get to me. My favourite song that I will have at my funeral, albeit I won't be there, You Raise Me Up. I can hear those first 3 notes. I literally cry just hearing the first 3 notes, because it says, you raise me up to be more than I can be. And there's a bit in it that says, that I'll stand here in the silence and you'll sit with me. And I always think that's God saying, Craig, I really love you. I'm going to be with you through the troubles, through the good times. And it says, I will come and sit with you. And I can just imagine closing my eyes and there's God sitting next to me. Very recently, it was part of a Welsh male voice choir. My friend Steve is there, who is still there. And again, the songs that really got to me were the songs we sang about God. Unfortunately, all the ones we sang about God were in Welsh, and I had no idea what I was saying. I know, some words. I know Jesus and things in Welsh, but that was it. So I'd be singing these songs, not even knowing what I'm talking about, but singing with all my heart because they were about Jesus. I've just joined an operatic group, so that play locally, and I will be singing my heart out there. But I've realised, I'm now 62, it's taken me 30 years to realise why God has given us a voice. He's given us a voice not only to talk to him in prayer, but to sing to him, to worship. Honestly, I said I'm emotional when I can cry at a song. Singing in this building where you're sitting right now, facing the front with the band, singing about my Christ who loves me, gave up his life for me, gets me every time. The reason I'm on this earth is to tell people about God and to sing about him. That is the greatest thing. Now, Ava just sang a song, Born to Die. Okay, I'm 62. I am going to die. Was I born to die? Christian people think, do you know what? I was born to worship God, our Creator. I was born to worship, tell him how much he's worth in singing. And yes, my body will die. But Christian people, and I totally believe, that when I die, I will go to heaven. Not because I've earned it, not because I'm good, because I've done some awful things in my life, and I still do, but I know that I can be totally forgiven by God because of what Jesus did on the cross. You see, the first people, Adam and Eve, they weren't ever going to die. They were going to live forever. But they sinned, they did something against God, like I've done, lying, cheating, swearing, stealing, all those sort of things. But because Jesus died on the cross, he died in my place so that God punished him instead of punishing me. So I totally believe that when I die, which is coming pretty soon because I'm getting old, I will go to heaven, and there I will join with the best choir in the whole world, which will be other believers singing praises to God, not just for 10 minutes or an hour, but for eternity. It says in the Bible that heaven is a place where there's no lying, no stealing, no death, no sickness. It's a place where I want to be. So although I don't want to die, but I do want to go to heaven. So I encourage you, if you're sitting here and you're singing, your voices will be much better used, and you will know it in your heart once you make that decision to follow Jesus, that singing songs of worship is the best way you can live. So guys, I want to hear more of your great singing. Use songs to lift you up and to bring you down. But listen to, sing to Jesus is the best way of singing. And I'm hopefully going to be doing that for the rest of my life. So thank you for listening. Enjoy the rest of the evening. And I'm going to listen to you guys singing now and enjoy it. So thank you very much.